A man's inner monologue resounds with a clear sentiment of disdain for Gotham. He reluctantly returned to the city because Jigsaw hadn't come back to New York. From a concealed position in a warehouse, Frank Castle, also known as the Punisher, unleashed a torrent of bullets from above, raining destruction upon the criminals on the ground. Meanwhile, outside, Commissioner Gordon and his lieutenants debated whether to enter the warehouse. Inside, Castle realized he needed to change his position. He decided to create some space by targeting explosive chemical vats below, resulting in a larger explosion than he had intended. Downstairs, a criminal groaned, anticipating the worst day of his life. Above, Batman observed the chaos, determined to reclaim his city. Beneath the Punisher's intimidating presence, the criminal was threatened for information about Jigsaw, but he proved it unhelpful. In a sudden turn of events, the caped crusader descended upon the anti-hero, leading to a showdown that blended not only physical blows but also mental reflections. Batman criticized Frank for his reliance on rage and brute strength, claiming he lacked the finesse to defeat him. The confrontation was interrupted by the warehouse's collapse, allowing the Punisher to escape, leaving Batman to investigate his presence in Gotham. Meanwhile, an escaped henchman stood before his boss, who inquired if Castle had asked about him or Jigsaw. The man denied sharing any information, but a mysterious figure, the Joker, emerged and swiftly executed the cowardly henchman. Jigsaw expressed his frustration with the Joker for not delivering on their agreement to elevate him in Gotham's criminal hierarchy. Joker disclosed that he had coursed the city's best plastic surgeon to repair Jigsaw's face and expressed their intent to pursue those who made their lives worth living. The scene shifted to Frank Castle in his makeshift hideout with his ally, Micro. Micro revealed that he had tracked all the Gotham mobs and was attempting to predict Jigsaw's next move. Batman and Robin were also tracking the criminal factions, alarmed by the potential gang war that had brought the Punisher to Gotham. At the Gotham Bay shore, Jigsaw and the Joker interrogated a rival gang member to uncover information about their leader, Jimmy Navarone. They discovered he was an informant and, in typical Joker fashion, left him to be drowned by the tide. In a high-rise penthouse, Navarone brutalized a man, seeking information about the drowned man and the source of his leaked information. Navarone, unaware that Lou had been replaced as his driver, inquired about the change and was deceived by the new driver. Meanwhile, Lou was bound in the back of the car. The Punisher trailed behind, eager to see if Navarone would meet with Jigsaw that night, while Micro and Robin discovered that someone else was hacking into the gang leader's computer system. The Punisher attempted to enter the toy box, the third destination on Navarone's schedule, but was halted at the door. A voice vouched for him as an old acquaintance. It was Jigsaw, his face now repaired. Batman leaped from rooftop to rooftop, making his way to the toy box, while Robin and Micro engaged in a hacking showdown. Navarone received a call informing him that his henchman had been found drowned in the bay, implicating him in a setup. Punisher burst into the room, dual-wielding guns, and confronted Jigsaw. Meanwhile, the Joker, with his own henchmen, prepared for an all-out confrontation. Back at the Batcave, Robin managed to shut down Micro's system, preserving the sanctity of the Batcave's computers. The intense battle began with Batman descending, using smoke bombs to disorient the enemies, while the Punisher, injured but fueled by adrenaline, fired relentlessly, The Joker expressed his fascination with this new agent of chaos, clad in a skull-themed suit. As Batman struggled against the onslaught of foes, the Punisher took a hit. With a gun rack behind him, Frank tossed a frag grenade without looking back, severely damaging Jigsaw's newly restored face. The unlikely allies, Batman and the Punisher, stood back to back, exchanging remarks. Batman warned Frank never to return to Gotham. Spotting Jigsaw, Batman charged at him but was shot directly in the chest by the mangled villain. Jigsaw believed he had the upper hand, but at that moment, the Punisher spotted the Joker and gave chase, firing at the madman. The Joker taunted Frank, insinuating their shared madness and propensity for killing. As the Joker escaped through a back exit, the Punisher pursued him. The Joker, in a chaotic burst of laughter, slipped on a banana peel and fell to the ground. Standing above him, the Punisher taunted the clown, suggesting therapy as a possible cure, then promptly administered his own treatment, a bullet to the Joker's head. The Joker's face twisted in fear as he realized this wasn't Batman but someone far more ruthless. Just as the trigger was pulled, the caped Crusader landed on the Punisher's back, diverting the gun from the Joker's head. A brief scuffle between Batman and Frank ensued. Batman permitted Frank to land a punch, then threatened him with imprisonment or worse at Arkham. The Punisher, acknowledging Batman's unique role in Gotham, dropped his weapons and departed, leaving the alleyway and reflecting on his profound loathing for the city.